From Sergeant Mullen Field on the campus of Weymouth High School, it is Weymouth Community Access bringing you Weymouth High football. The Wildcats take on the Mustangs of Norwood. Good evening, everyone. Mark Ducharme will call you play-by-play. Norwood coming off a win over Newton North in their last game. An improved Mustang team led by quarterback Tommy Monroe. It's looking to rebound after that frustrating loss out in Natick as two teams squaring off here at Sergeant Mullen Field. Weymouth and Norwood opening kickoff in just one moment. You're watching Weymouth High football here on Weymouth Community Access. Now, one of the more interesting seats here at Sergeant Mullen Field across in the softball complex. As you look at Darrell Fernandez and Ozzie Colarusso waiting the kick. As Kenny Michael to kick off in a rather interesting situation. Weymouth won the toss in the forward, but Norwood elected to take a side of the field and kick off as an onside kick and a heck of a play as they tried to bounce it off Steve Bransfield, but the Wildcats get an alert play up front by Tim Dennehy, the Wildcats center. As Tim Dennehy off the deflection by Steve Bransfield, and Weymouth will get it at midfield. So the Mustangs figuring that a few weeks ago when Needham got the onside kick to start the second half, would catch Weymouth. Instead, they start the game that way. And Weymouth great field position as Cam McClevich is the quarterback, but he is lined up in the Wildcat formation. Ozzie Colarusso trying to turn the corner. Ozzie does turn the corner and gets a first down to the 37.
Carried by number 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
As Colarusso
gain of 14 yards.
getting the first down. And Brendan Cathcart in on the tackle. So the Wildcats
at the Norwood 36-yard
match
line.
the Mustangs as far as the trickery goes. They come out in the Wildcat formation and get 14. Ozzie Colarusso and Weymouth at the Norwood 36 to start the game. Cam McClevich, 21 touchdown passes on the season. And all of his receivers have been involved throughout as far as this season goes. As a low snap, McClevich looking deep for Bailey Smith. Caree can't hang on. As Caree
number 9, Cam McClevich.
Had it knocked away by Andrew Alty.
Cavatoni.
Bailey Smith nearly coming up with that reception, but Andrew Alty just getting a piece of it. As Caree was about to secure the football, as Caree tried to use his leaping ability as 2nd and 10. As Fernandez to the left of McClevich. Sean Wally coming around on the fly sweep. Darrell Fernandez trying to throw a block. Wally is going to be close to a first down. He might be a yard short.
Carried by number 11.
As Civitori putting him out of bounds at about the 27.
9 yards.
As Sean Wally and Weymouth will have a third and about a yard to go. They got to get it. Well, they get a tough spot. They got to get it to about the 26. They're going to give it
at the Norwood
just past,
line.
just inside the 27. So it'll be 2-down territory. McClevich on the keep. McClevich just got what he could get as he crosses the 25 and down to the 21. And Cam McClevich, who came off a 155-yard game against Norwood, brought down by Mike Ivats, the cornerback. So the Wildcats, after getting the onside kick attempt by the Mustangs, have moved it from midfield to the Norwood 21. And have done it on the ground, as the Wildcats did run for 180 yards a week ago. As McClevich on the keep. Cuts it to the inside and crosses the 20.
Carried by number 5, Ozzie Colarusso. Good for a gain of 1 yard.
Colarusso on the carriage as Mark Saulnier. As Saulnier brought him down, and 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 20-yard line.
The Wildcats doing a little bit of changing up in the offense. You could see a lot of different things as we have seen during the season. 2nd and 8. As 3 receivers to the near side. McClevich looking for Bailey Smith. And Caree just couldn't hang on And Curry thought he should have had it, and it would have been interesting to see if he had it in bounds. That's underway here at Sergeant Mullen Field on a beautiful night for football. Temperature in the high 50s, and let's see, timeout Norwood. Cam McLevich and Kevin Mackin discussing what they want to do here on third down after the Norwood timeout. As the Wildcats on 3rd and 8, Wally in motion. Takes the handoff, looking for the convoy line to form, and Wally turns the corner. Sean Wally will score. Sean Wally, who's got 8 touchdown receptions, gets his first running as Sean Wally on an 18-yard run puts Weymouth on top. So the Wildcats, after the Mustangs try the onside kick, make them pay with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Colarusso doesn't get it as far as the extra point. 9:54 to go, opening period, 6-0 Weymouth. Tyler Mulcahy to kick off after Weymouth goes on the 50-yard drive for the score. Sean Wally's 18-yard run, finishing off the drive as Tyler Mulcahy rams the ball over the heads of the Norwood return team
That kicks out of the end zone
as
for
it
a
went
touchback.
past Shamari Wells, and Norwood will get it at their 20.
And Norwood at their own.
Tommy Monroe, the quarterback for Norwood. Andrew Alty is their featured back as the Mustangs, seeing the Wildcats go down the field on them to start the game, have 3 receivers to the near side to begin this one. And now they'll just shift around. Alty through the middle, gets about 3, maybe 4. Steve Bransfield along with John Hatchie in on the stop.
Carried by number 20,
There's Andrew Alty.
Brought down by number 44, John Hatchie, and number 56,
And the Wildcat
Steve
defense a
Bransfield.
week ago
That carried good for a gain
had
of
segments where they
4
played
yards.
extremely
We're
well.
2nd and 6 Norwood at their own 24-yard
And it
line.
was just a matter of just some couple of breaks going against them. It's on 2nd and 6, Monroe out of the shotgun. And they go to the fly sweep. As Ozzie Colarusso does a good job in preventing the running back, Peter Kelly. Kelly was close to a first down to be stopped a yard short as Ozzie just stood him straight up.
5 yards.
3rd and 1.
That'll bring up a 3rd and short Norwood at their own 29
You can almost look for maybe Tommy Monroe, who's at 6'4", on a sneak. A lot of motion for the Mustangs in this offense as, well, Monroe will not go. Now he will walk up under center. Instead, it's the fullback, Salvatore, and he'll get the first down to the 32. Steve Bransfield and Tim Harrington make the stop.
Carried by number 21, Joe Cavicone.
So the Mustangs get a first door. Semitone
1st and 10 Norwood
getting it to the
at their own
32.
32-yard line.
A lot of motion in this offense so far. Trying to make the Wildcats adjust and see what they can find out. Monroe's first pass of the game on the pressure. He is not going to get it off. He is going to be grabbed back at the 24-yard line. Jared Stokes.
Number 10, Tommy Monroe.
Andrew Wadman came up the middle.
47, Alex Casey.
Alex Casey
and
also
number
in there.
72, Jared Stokes.
Now the 3 just had a hold of Tommy Monroe and just waited
Loss
for the
of 6
official
on the play.
to
That'll
say
bring up
that
a
he
2nd
was
and
in the
16.
grasp and
Norwood
held. 2nd and
at their own 25
about 17 yards to go. Just underway, Weymouth with a 6-0 lead as Sean Wally scored on an 18-yard touchdown run. Norwood tried the onside kick to start the game, and Weymouth recovered at midfield. Monroe trying to run from the pressure. Stokes held him and allowed his teammates to get in there. Bransfield also there. Alex Casey. But Jared Stokes held on.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 12 in Norwood.
Did not allow Monroe to get rid of the football in the beginning. Actually, Monroe was trying to run the football. Check that. And was not Monroe not able to move up the field. 3rd and about 14. As 3 receivers to the near side. No motion this time. As Monroe looking to set up the screen. Will he get it off? No. He is going to be corralled. Back at the 16-yard line. John Hatchie led the charge. Joey Greco also there. And Alex Casey. It was just about everybody who came in and just took away the screen. And the Mustangs get 1 first down on their opening possession, then go backwards. As they will kick the football away, Ozzie Colarusso awaits the kick. Is Andrew Alty is the punter. Alty line drives it out and will spin out of bounds in Norwood territory at about the 48 is where it should be marked.
Out of bounds.
And I'll tell you, that is a terrible spot.
Correction. At the Weymouth 49-yard line.
Let's see if that is going to be the spot. One side judge said 49 of Weymouth. That went out of bounds at the Norwood 48. There's no question it was in Norwood territory as far as that ball going out of bounds. So the Wildcats end up losing 3 yards on the situation as they will have the ball for the second time in great field position as they will have 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Blitz, Miklevich booting to the far side. Deep open, forget it. Touchdown, Ozzie Colarusso.
That pass by Ken Miklevich to Ozzie Colarusso for a Weymouth.
Get about where that football was as far as the field position goes. It's a touchdown pass. Cam Miklevich's 22nd of the season. Colarusso getting his 5th touchdown reception. 2 possessions for the Wildcats and 2 touchdowns as Ozzie Colarusso this time drives it through the middle. 5:47 to go in the first period. It is Weymouth 13, Norwood nothing. Cam Miklevich, all he had to do was deliver it. Ozzie Colarusso was way wide open. And the Wildcats up 13-0 as Tyler Mulcahy looks to kick off. It's a line drive that Shamir Williams will get inside his 5. As Shamir Williams spins away and getting loose. And Shamir Williams, who was stopped at about the 22, spun his way out to the 36.
Brought down on the play by number 30.
And Shamari Wells getting a good kickoff return of 34 yards.
Justin Williams.
First and 10 Mustangs at their own 36.
36-yard line.
I gotta ask something right now. Weymouth football just went out to Norwood. Each team has its own football. But Mustangs first and 10 is Alty on the toss pitch trying to get to the outside. Alty does get outside, but then he is slowed down by Ozzie Colarusso.
Number 20.
As Alty was chased by John Hatchie. But Ozzie Colarusso was able to slow him down and spin him down.
Bring up a 2nd and 5. Norwood,
2nd and 6 coming up.
40-yard line.
Now the Wildcats, 2 possessions and 2 scores so far. Monroe on the option. Overrun by Sean Murphy as Andrew Alty will get it to midfield for the first down.
Andrew Alty, good for a gain of 15 yards.
And as Alty gets the first down at midfield.
First and 10, Norwood.
Monroe ran the option. Sean Murphy came up and forced the pitch, but nobody there to support him. So the Mustangs, second first down of the game at midfield. Inside handoff, Sevatone is not going anywhere because Jared Stokes had him by the collar, and Sevatone brought down at the 49. There's Jared Stokes.
No gain on the play.
Able to get through.
10 Norwood at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Sevatone. This Mustang offense does a little bit of everything. As Monroe made his presence known in opening day last year against Weymouth. Had a touchdown pass. As Monroe on the out, complete. Peter Kelly gets away from David Harrison, but can't get away from Colarusso. But it gets the first down to the 35.
10 Tommy Monroe. Catch by number 27
Peter Kelly on the out, getting 15 on the play and a first down.
First down. First and 10 Norwood at the Weymouth 35.
Well, the Mustangs back-to-back first downs after all that motioning in the first set of plays. They've gone back to just simple here I formation. Here we come, and let's see if you can stop us. And a couple of first downs. As Alty zips through the middle, and he's trying to break loose, and Andrew Alty is going to go in for the touchdown.
Carry by number 20.
Well, the Mustangs answer with a drive of their own. As the extra point is good. Ryan Greeley hitting it. 3:33 to go, opening period of play, and 13-7 in favor of Weymouth. Kenny Michael to kick off after the 64-yard drive by Norwood. Puts them on the scoreboard. And a squib kick. John Hatchie grabs it at the 28 and trying to go up the middle, and Hatchie spins to the 35.
Return by number 44, John Hatchie. Front out to the 35-yard line.
There's Ryan Igo on the stop, but I'm wondering if that opening kick was supposed to be a squib, and it just ended up hitting the front line of Weymouth instead of an onside kick. But the Wildcats end up with a good field position from that, and they'd go down for the score, and they try to keep the momentum going offensively with Colarusso to the left of McLevich and Fernandez to the right. McLevich can't turn the corner. As Cam McLevich were brought down for a loss of 3.
Joe Cavatone.
Joe Savatone
Loss of 4 on the
just
play.
able to
That'll
slice
bring up
through
a
and make the
second
play.
and 14
Second down and
Weymouth
13 coming up.
at their own 32-yard line.
Well, the Wildcats touchdown drives of 49 and 51 here in this first quarter, as it'll be second and 13. Inside handoff, Darrell Fernandez gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and let's see, Norwood will get the hands on the football.
Recovered by
Fernandez fumbles, Norwood recovers. At the Weymouth
That'll bring up a first
34-yard line as Pat Foley falls on it.
Line.
And the Wildcats get hurt by turnovers last week. Fernandez just lost the handle. Wildcats, who get off to the good start, find themselves in a little bit of a hole. Toss pitch. Alty sets up the blockers as he tries to cut back. And John Hatchie hangs on, but Andrew Alty will get a first down to the 19.
Andrew Alty, good for a gain of 13 yards.
Alty and the Mustangs
And Norwood first down.
to the Weymouth 20.
First and 10 Norwood at the Weymouth.
Well, the Wildcats right now just trying to, after the good start, all of a sudden things just turned around the wrong way. Savatone, no success as he gets it to the 18-yard line. Alex Casey and Sean Murphy. And Savatone will get a yard in second and 9. The funny thing is,
number 52, Sean Murphy.
for the Wildcats, is just the turnovers last week did not lead to any points for Native. Just hurt them field position-wise. It took them out of potential of getting points. Monroe tries to run the option, is in trouble, and he is not going to get away from pursuit of Weymouth. Tommy Monroe comes out of the pack, but he was already held up and down as Bransfield and Wadman led a group of Weymouth players to make the stop. Wadman went, Monroe went to make the pitch. Every time he went to look to make the pitch, he had another maroon shirt just grabbing at him.
At the Weymouth 25
Third and 15. As Monroe has time, runs out of it, looking to run to the far sidelines, and will be bumped out of bounds by Corey Bailey Smith. And it will be a short gain. It'll be fourth down.
Tommy Monroe.
As Tommy Monroe take good pursuit.
Steve Bransfield.
Monroe and Norwood needs to get it to the 10, and they'll need 13 on this fourth down play. Well, the Wildcats stayed with the pursuit. Even though Monroe got out of the pocket, they just kept after him and were able to bring him down, as it'll be fourth down as Monroe and the Mustangs. We'll go to the air as Monroe has time towards the end zone. Bailey Smith with a pick. Curry looking to come to the near side. Curry trying to get a block as Curry turning the corner and be thrown out of bounds. But Curry Bailey Smith's pass interception.
Curry Bailey Smith
stops the Norwood drive, and Weymouth will have it at their own 34-yard line where they had it in their last possession.
At their own 34-yard line.
Tommy Monroe had plenty of time, but the Wildcats had the coverage. Corey Bailey Smith gets his first interception of the season. And the Wildcats timeout on the field, and let's see who it is. It is going to be Norwood. Apparently the Mustangs might not have had the right people in there, may not have had the full 11. So the Wildcats get the football back at their own 34. Cam McLevich looks deep for Corey Bailey Smith, who's got it! To the races, Corey Bailey Smith! Touchdown!
That Cam McLevich pass is good for a touchdown.
66 yards!
Touchdown, number 1, Corey Bailey Smith. On the 65.
Corey Bailey Smith's 8th touchdown of the season. He set it up with a pass interception. And the Wildcats have used the big play here in this opening quarter. Ozzie Colarusso's kick is blocked. Cam McLevich on his 23rd touchdown pass of the season. 66 yards to Corey Bailey Smith. Weymouth 19, Norwood 7. Now the Wildcats cash in on the Corey Bailey Smith pass interception. As Corey Bailey Smith got behind the defense and gets the touchdown. And Tyler Mulcahy's kick will take Wells into the end zone. Wells trying to get to the far sidelines. Wells won't get to the far sidelines as he gets into the 21.
Number 5.
Shamari Wells gets it out to the 21.
22, Justin Williams.
Justin Williams will get credit for the stop. And what has been a very entertaining first quarter. If you're, as far as ball going up and down the field, 19-7 Weymouth. Well, the Mustangs got to feel frustrated. You had a chance to possibly take the lead on that turnover on the Pat Foley fumble recovery, but the Wildcats come back and force Norwood into a turnover as Alty will get 7 on the final play of the first period as Ozzie Colarusso brings him down. First quarter complete here at Sergeant Mullen Field. Weymouth up 19-7. You're watching Weymouth High football here on Weymouth Community Access. As you look at the crowd here at Sergeant Mullen Field, and it's a big crowd here on the home side. Cam McClevich, 2 touchdown passes in that opening period. 51 yards to Ozzie Colarusso and 66 to Karee Bailey-Smith. As Monroe trying to escape and can't, as the Wildcats wouldn't let him. Tim Harrington held on and got help from John Hatchie to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. Third and about 3.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
For the Mustangs in the opening quarter.
27-yard line.
Well, one thing, Andrew Alty did run very well. The Wildcats did make Tommy Monroe's life very miserable in that opening quarter, and they'll try to do it here on 3rd and 3. Monroe has time. Over the middle, and the intended receiver had to avoid Ozzie Colarusso, T.J. George. Colarusso went to line him up. And Ozzie Colarusso almost lined him up a little too soon.
4th and 4 Norwood.
Ozzie Colarusso awaits the punt by Andrew Alty, and the Wildcats are going to be cognizant of the fact that he is their starting tailback. As Alty drives it out, as he drives it to the sidelines, and Colarusso just sees a good Norwood bounce to the 37 of Weymouth.
Down at the Weymouth 30.
Okay, McClevich joins his huddle, and his last 2 pass completions are good for 2 touchdowns and 117 yards. Cam going over the 1,500-yard mark, but it's Ozzie Colarusso and the Wildcat. Cuts it upfield quickly. Ozzie trying to keep his balance. Ozzie Colarusso to the far sideline. 30. Colarusso trying to sprint away. Will go be out of bounds. And let's see where they'll put it. Ozzie Colarusso did a great job of maintaining his balance and keeping that play good for another 15 yards. As Ozzie Colarusso from his 37 to the Norwood 20, and a 43-yard gain for Colarusso, who on 2 carries has gotten 57 yards so far. Ozzie Colarusso made a great cut around the corner and kept his balance when it looked like he might fall down at about midfield and recovered. Sean Wally, who scored on a play like this in the first quarter, will not get as much success as he was knocked down at the 18. Ball came loose, but it was already down.
Play by number 44, Pat Foley.
Pat Foley able to string it out from his inside linebacker position for the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and 8. The Wildcats, who were frustrated a week ago, trying to just keep it going here tonight. Offensively, this is possession number 5 of the first half. There's Ronnie Homer. Zipping through, or check it, it's going to be McClevich. Homer handled the fake quite well, and McClevich is going to be down to the 12. Cam's done that at a couple of occasions this year where he has stuffed it into Ronnie Homer. And Homer has carried out the fake very nicely. And I tell you, yours truly has been faked out, but McClevich and Weymouth will need 3 on 3rd down. Out of the pistol. A little bit of everything here in this first half. As McClevich gets the block from Homer. Throws on the out. Caught by Colarusso. Trying to spin away. Ozzie gets the first down. And be put out at about the 5. Ronnie Homer threw a good cut block at the corner. And allowed Cam McClevich to have just that much more time to deliver the pass and a 1st and goal for Weymouth at the 5. As actually they'll mark it at the 3, that's where they'll say Colarusso gets spun down. Well, Ozzie Colarusso accounting for 43 yards on the first play and added 10 on a pass reception. 43 were on a run as McLevich zips it in, touchdown. Ozzie Colarusso.
Number 5, Ozzie Colarusso for a Weymouth touchdown.
Third touchdown pass of the first half for Cam McLevich, his 24th of the season, and the Wildcats increased the lead to 25-7. And they will go for 2 after having missed a point after kicking 1 blocked. McLevich fakes, dives, and he should have been ruled in. So we get in a discussion. They're going to say he got down at the 1-foot line. From where we are, it looked like he got in, but the Wildcats get their 4th touchdown drive in 5 possessions and lead 25-7. Tyler Mulcahy to kick off for the Wildcats, who goes 64 yards on the drive. Norwood, after the 2-point conversion attempt, had a long discussion. I don't know if they got officially charged with a timeout as Mulcahy hits it high, and Shamari Wells trying to come up the far side. And Wells getting some good yardage. He just kept on picking and choosing the spots as he gets it out to about the 35.
35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So the Mustangs will get it there with 8:29 to go in the first half. I'll be totally honest. I thought, in all sincerity, that Cam McLevich had dove in for the 2-point conversion. From where we are, and I'm looking at my monitor, which is the viewfinder, and I'll be honest with you, he looked like he had crossed the white line. Mustangs see the blitz come as Alty trying to bounce it outside, in trouble as he got submarine. Ozzie Colarusso went down to try to cut him down.
Stokes.
He'll check it.
Brought down by number 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
Alty didn't carry it. It was Peter Kelly, and Kelly gets it out to the 36 for 1, 2nd and 9.
At their own 30.
Kelly had to avoid Ozzie Colarusso, looking to cut him down, and Ozzie nearly did, but he leaped over Colarusso and gets a yard on the play, 2nd and 9. Alty not in on this series for the Mustangs. As Monroe play action on the out. Civatone, as he will be close to a first down as he gets it out to about the 44-yard line. David Harrison brings him down. Trying to see if Andrew Alty is injured, as Kent Stokes went in for Andrew Alty, 3rd and about a foot. Trying to see if Alty is on the bench. And you get to figure that it was sooner or later on a 3rd and short. Monroe, first down run. The quarterback sneak. You're talking about a 6'4", 215-pound quarterback as Monroe gets it
to 1st and 10. Norwood
at the Weymouth 49. He got 6. He just showed his power on that run. This is going to be Stokes. Held up as he got to about the 47 by Drew Wadman.
Carried by number 28.
Stokes gets 2 on the play, 2nd down.
Brought down on the play by number 70, Drew Wadman.
Well, the Mustangs have about
good for a gain of 4
press
yards.
about 65 bodies, 70 bodies.
Norwood.
And trying to see across field and not very successful in trying to find where Andrew Alty is, because he has the Norwood touchdown in this game. It'll be 2nd and 7. Monroe Has pressure from Hatchie and has his pass slowed down. Hatchie might have
Pass
gotten
incomplete.
Monroe as he was
Third and
releasing
6
the ball.
Norwood at the Weymouth 46
As
yard
John
line.
came in from the backside and had a chance to bring down Tommy Monroe. Third and 7. Interesting formation here in 3rd and 7. Everybody tight. Monroe has Greco coming at him. Tommy Monroe trying to turn the corner. Monroe, nice cutback. And he will keep going. As Monroe gets it to the 29 and add 15
10,
more on the
Tommy
face
Monroe.
mask.
Brought down.
Cats are going to claim a stepped out of bounds about 10 yards back. You have to say that there was he stepped out of bounds here on the near side, and they're not going to get the call. Face mask on the Wildcats. That time, Tommy Monroe keeps the drive alive with his running ability. Kenneth Stokes trying to cut it back to the middle, and Kenneth Stokes will get the touchdown.
Carried by number 28, Kenneth Stokes for Norwood. Touch.
And Ryan Greeley will look to try to tack on the extra point as the Mustangs come back with a 65-yard drive. Really misses. The points have been very tough to come by in this game. 25-13, 5:41 to go in the first half. All the Mustang touchdown drives here in this first half have been both 65-yard drives. This is an onside kick attempt that Justin Williams smartly just grabs and falls down. That was a definite onside kick.
Justin Williams. They'll bring up a 1st and 10.
So Weymouth will have it at the 39.
39-yard line.
As the Wildcats. Field position. The worst here in the first half has been the 34. As far as starting point. They've had their 49 midfield. And they have had 4 possessions from their 34 to the 40 and timeout Weymouth. Wildcats will have the ball at their 39. McLevich on the keep. Crosses the 40 to the 42. Said they're 4 possessions, 39, they're 35, they're 34, and they're 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, Weymouth at their own 42-yard line.
There's Cam McLevich, 3 touchdown passes in this first half. To Ozzie Colarusso on the Curry Bailey Smith, as it'll be 2nd and 7 coming up for the Wildcats. McLevich to the near side on the boot on the pressure, loops it down for Colarusso, who dropped it, and he knew he had big-time yardage. Ozzie can't believe he dropped it. Pass was behind Ozzie, but Ozzie still got his hands on it. Be 3rd and 7, and it was a good throw. Colarusso gone, and as Cam McLevich has delivered good throws here in this first half. The 2 long touchdown passes to Curry Bailey Smith and Ozzie Colarusso, basically in stride. Norwood showing the house as far as the blitz goes. McLevich better hang on because he was not going to get rid of the football.
By McLevich. Brought down in the
Cam
backfield
McLevich
by number 26.
wanted to throw the football, and he just had too many white
Garrison.
shirts.
And number 28.
There's just a lot of
Stokes.
people just
That'll bring
hanging
up
on to
the 4th
Ozzie.
And
And
12,
Andrew Alty
Weymouth
back out there.
at their own 37-yard
So apparently
line.
Stokes was giving Andrew Alty a break, as it'll be 4th down for the Wildcats. Klevich will throw. And complete for Sean Wally.
For number 11,
And
Sean Wally.
Weymouth is claiming that Wally was interfered with.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Went to catch the
Turnover on
football.
down. First and 10, Norwood.
And
At the Weymouth 37-yard line.
Coaching staff saying that he couldn't get to the football because there was no play on it by the Norwood defender. So the Mustangs get it at the Weymouth 38. The play was there, and it was on a fake punt. And I'll be honest with you, I just thought that Wally did get the person in front of him. Alti gets it to about the 32 and about 6 on the play.
Good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up the 2nd and 3, Norwood, at the Weymouth 31-yard line.
Sean Wally went to make the catch, and as he's trying to make the catch, Norwood defender on the play just backed into him and just never really went after the football. Should have been pass interference. Monroe bottled up, trying to cut back as Monroe gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
By number 10, Tommy Monroe.
There's the Wildcat pursuit there. John Hatchie and Steve Bransfield in the neighborhood, and it'll be 3rd and 5.
Loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4, Norwood, at the Weymouth 32-yard line.
It was just I'll be honest with you, a couple of plays here in this first half on some calls have been kind of confusing. There's Monroe. Pressure. Trying to go up the middle. He will get the first down.
By Monroe.
Weymouth had the pressure. Steve Bransfield, John Hatchie, and
44,
Jared Stokes
John
all there
Hatchie,
for the tackle.
72, Jared
First down
Stokes.
run by Monroe to the 28.
That carry good for a Norwood first down. 1st and 10, Norwood, inside the Weymouth 30-yard line.
So the Mustangs at the Weymouth 28 after stopping them. As Monroe looking, pump fakes, throws a seed downfield, and Ozzie Colarusso breaks up the pass.
Intended for
as Ozzie knocked it away from Shamari Wells and got Wells in the process. It'll be 2nd and 10. As Monroe just trying to hit Shamari Wells on the seam route down the middle, and he almost got him, man. Good play by Ozzie Colarusso. Second and 10 with 1:59 to go in the first half. Monroe tried to dump it off for Alti, and he just threw it into the ground, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ball is incomplete. That'll be 3rd and 10, Norwood,
Monroe
at the Weymouth 28-yard line.
Pressure, and the Wildcats force Alti to dump it quickly, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Tommy Monroe getting the pressure from behind. Monroe will not get it away as he will be brought back down at the 39. James Lamar, Sean Murphy, and John Hatchie just would not be denied in getting the sack. And Norwood will take a timeout. As it'll be 4th and 20. The Mustangs with 1:41 to go in the first half, and Weymouth up 25-13. Weymouth defense coming back after the timeout. Norwood. They have 4th down and about 20. Monroe trying to get away from Alex Casey. Casey's got him and brings him down as Alex Casey got help from Drew Wadman. Wadman was right there. And when Monroe saw that he was going to be able to not get rid of the football in the middle, so Weymouth, after turning the ball over in downs, gives up a first down and then forces Norwood to turn the ball over on downs as the Mustangs end up going backwards about 25, 30 yards in the last couple of plays. And Weymouth, 4 timeouts left in the first half and at midfield, and a chance to add to its lead. (25-13) Weymouth. And a minute 36 to go in the first half. Ronald Homer trying to keep the legs turning as he gets into Norwood territory, and will get about 5.
Sorry, by number 21.
Timeout Weymouth.
Ronald Homer. That'll bring up a correction gain of 5 yards.
Here's Ronald Homer. And Weymouth 2nd and 5 coming up. Still 3 timeouts left, as they will try to see how they approach it, maybe going to the short route. And getting down the field. As McLevich will go deep instead for Sean Wally, and it's broken up.
And McLevich pass broken up by number
Sam
17.
Anderson get the play on
Sam
Sean Wally.
Anderson.
And it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 5 yard line.
3rd and 5. McLevich that time just a little short on the throw, and Anderson able to catch up. Wally was getting separation. McLevich, quick pass, first down Colarusso, and he will just skip out of bounds and save the timeouts.
Ozzie Colarusso is good for a Weymouth.
He just got what he could get. 13 yards
Norwood
overall on the
33
play.
yard line.
As Cam McLevich to Ozzie Colarusso, keeping the drive alive to the Norwood 33. McLevich this time goes deep for David Harrison. He's got it! Harrison's got it! And he hit a foot in bounds.
Number 20.
At
Dave Harrison
the 2. And David Harrison, 31-yard pass reception, his longest of the season. First and goal, Weymouth. Norwood complaining, but he had a foot in bounds. It's all he needs. And the Wildcats have a chance to tack on another touchdown with 1:09 left in the first half. Great catch by David Harrison. Timeout Norwood. Well, the Wildcats first and goal at the 3. With 1:09 left in the first half and up 25-13. David Harrison with a catch over the shoulder. McLevich got fooled on the snap. Cam is kind of diving.
By number 9,
Touchdown, Cam McLevich.
Touchdown.
He just dove backwards and into the end zone, and the Wildcats get the touchdown with 1:02 left in the first half. Cam McLevich and the Wildcats, after stopping Norwood and downs, go 51 yards to boost the lead to 18 and looking to make it 20 on this 2-point conversion attempt. That time, McLevich just dove in. Swan dive found its way in. As McLevich to Sean Wally for the 2.
And McLevich pass is complete to
1:02 to go in the first half. Weymouth 33, Norwood 13. You're watching Weymouth High football here on Weymouth Community Access. Well, Tyler Mulcahy has been busy in this first half. As the Wildcats defense coming up with a big play. A couple of quarterback sacks. And Tyler Mulcahy will squib it. Pat Foley gets stood up by James Bradley. And the Wildcats trying to dig the football out.
39-yard line.
As will be Norwood football at the 39-yard line with 54 seconds to go in the first half. Mustangs, believe, have 1 timeout left. And the Weymouth defense, which came up with a couple of big quarterback sacks. In fact, they've had 4 in this first half. We'll see how the Mustangs play it. The funny thing is the Mustangs' decision at the beginning of the game after Weymouth deferred might hurt them even more. Monroe pass, and David Harrison
for number 81.
just lays the lumber.
Brad
McIsaac, who was the tight end, as Harrison came up and bumped him as the ball was coming in and timed it perfectly. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Inside handoffs. Sabatone will get about 4. That's no problem for the Wildcats. Timeout, Weymouth this time, because the Wildcats may be getting one more chance with their hands on the football. 42 seconds to go in the first half, and leading by 20. Toss pitch, it's going to be Alty. Alty will get the first down. He is going to be kept in bounds. Lamore, Bailey Smith finally brings him down with 33 seconds left. Not what the Wildcats wanted. Alty just keeping the drive alive. And the stake should be set. As Monroe box out signals, clock starts. Monroe slams it to the turf with 30 seconds left. The Wildcats willing to concede some yards on that play, but way too many as far as they're concerned. As the drive kept alive on that run by Andrew Alty. Monroe trying to get away from pressure. Monroe trying to navigate back. This should have been a block in the back call, as Monroe will be wrestled down to the 23. I'll tell you something. John Hatchie got hit.
Number 52, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy gets the tackle, but I'll tell you, in all sincerity, it was a block in the back of John Hatchie that doesn't get called. And the clock should be going. And Monroe gets the spike with 14 seconds left. Well, the Mustangs have to Weymouth 20. Tommy Monroe with a good run. Keep this drive afloat. Pressure up the middle. Drew Wadman will not let Tommy Monroe go. Brings him down at the 26 for the sack. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And that should be the half it is. The Wildcats will head off. Sergeant Mullen Field with 3 touchdown passes by Cam McLevich and a touchdown run by Sean McLevich. 5 sacks of the quarterback for the Wildcats as they lead 33-13 at the break. Second half coming up for you here on Weymouth Community Access. Stick with us, don't go away. Well, we get ready for second half action here from Sergeant Mullen Field. Weymouth 33. Norwood 13. Cam McLevich, 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run in the first half. Ozzie Colarusso and Darrell Fernandez await the kick. Annie Michael is Norwood elected to kick off to start the game. And Michael hits it high. Colarusso at the 18. Ozzie puts his head down and gets thumped at about the 28. Yes. Sam Anderson made the stop. Funny thing is, Weymouth's worst field position to start a possession is their own 28. Well, the Wildcats had a balance as far as the first half went. As we get ready to begin the second half, McLevich looks to throw deep for Corey Bailey Smith. And incomplete as
Pass intended for number
free
1,
safety
Billy Smith.
for Norwood.
Ball
Sean
incomplete.
Callahan came across and knocked it down.
I'll bring up
As Cam McLevich tried to just wedge it in the Corey Bailey Smith. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Corey caught a touchdown pass, 66 yards in the first half. He also had a pass interception. Timeout, Weymouth.
timeout.
Cats calling the 22nd timeout.
The Weymouth School Department and the MIAA,
As
therefore,
Cam
respectfully
McLevich and the
request
Wildcats
that
will
you
face
respect the
2nd and
law
10.
and refrain from the use of any tobacco product. There is a $100 fine for violation of this law.
Inside handoff to Rel Fernandez. Spins his way
Carried by
to a
number
first
10,
down
Darrell
run, or it
Fernandez.
should be. As
Quick gain of
Fernandez
9 yards.
will be
That'll
marked
bring up
down
a
just
3rd
short. It
and
appeared that
1.
Darrell
Weymouth at their own
was knocked down
37
about a
yard
yard
line.
ahead, but they'll say
Ladies
no.
and
That
gentlemen,
it
on
was
the
Fernandez
50-50,
put down at the
last
37.
call.
3rd and about a
Orange
less
ticket
than a
number
yard.
02030
as Darrell Fernandez just exploded through the hole.
Please come up to the score booth at this time.
McLevich, well, he is going to be on second effort getting the first
Carried by
down.
Number 9, Cam McLevich.
Cam
Good for
McLevich
Weymouth.
looked like he was going to be
First down.
slowed down.
1st and 10 Weymouth at their own
As
39
Quincy
yard
Wilson
line.
had a chance to bring him down, but McLevich stayed with the play, got the first down to the 39-2 on the run for McLevich. He needed just one. 1st and 10 Wildcats at their 39. First possession of the second half. And a wild first half as far as Weymouth goes. Darrell Fernandez ducks down
Carried by number
and
10,
cuts it
Darrell Fernandez.
up to about the
Good for a gain of 2
42
yards.
yard
Right,
line. 3
second
yards for
and
Fernandez, as Fernandez knew he could have gotten a
Weymouth
great deal
at
more
their
as
own
he didn't keep his
42-yard
balance. As Fernandez and the Wildcats face 2nd and a long 6 as Fernandez with 2 runs to begin the second half for 12 yards. Wildcats go the inside run again. Fernandez spins through. Fernandez
Carried
first
by
down
number
in the
10,
Norwood
Darrell
territory.
Fernandez.
As
Good for a gain
Darrell
of
just ducked
15
the head
yards.
down
And a Weymouth first
And
down. First and
to the
10 Weymouth
45.
at the
Norwood for
45-yard
12
line.
yards and a first down for Darrell. The Wildcats have been able to push up the middle here to start this third quarter. McLevich gets the seam, flag down. It's going to come back. McLevich's run is going to get wiped
Carried
out.
by number 9, Cam McLevich.
It's in the area of
Flag down
holding.
on the play. Weymouth.
Well, the Wildcats head coach did not think so. Aimed the flag after McLevich was downfield. So instead of first down deeper in Norwood territory, it'll be 1st and 20 for the Wildcats out there 45. As McLevich with a 17-yard run gets wiped out. Well, Cam had the seam and it appeared hold wasn't necessary as he just was open. As quick pass over the middle, Colarusso gets the yardage back, lost in the penalty, and adds
McLevich pass to
5
number
more.
5, Ozzie Colarusso.
As Ozzie was wide
Good for a gain
open
of
in the
15
middle of the
yards.
Norwood defense for a
That'll bring up the
15-yard
2nd
pass.
and 5, Weymouth
And McLevich got the
at
ball there
Norwood 40-yard
quickly.
line.
2nd and 5 for Weymouth. One thing Weymouth has done, taken what has been there, and that's all they've done. Well, offsides Norwood, it should be the call was Colarusso gets
Carried by
14
number 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
and a first down.
Flag down on the play.
As Kenneth Stokes was definitely offsides on the play. He was in the backfield. Colarusso, he'll mark it at the 29 and a first down and an 11-yard run for Ozzie Colarusso.
Inside the Norwood.
Kenneth Stokes, the outside linebacker, just jumped the gun a little bit. Mustangs have shown blitz a lot, and at times Kenneth Stokes a little too anxious. However, his first down run for Weymouth. As Ozzie Colarusso cuts it back inside and gets 2.
Carried by number 5,
Colarusso to the 28
no gain on
for
the play. That'll bring up
2 yards.
2 yards. Weymouth at the Norwood.
Yes, they'll actually give him a yard on the play instead. 2nd and 9 coming up. He had something rather unusual. Weymouth deferred its choice to begin the game as far as the coin toss went. Norwood elected to take a side of the field, and Weymouth got the football twice in this game. The start of the game and the start of the second half. McLevich looking to throw. Throwing it deep downfield, Sean Wally for 6. His 4th touchdown pass of the night.
Touchdown.
And Wally's 2nd touchdown of the day. As Cam McLevich, his 4th one of the night. And touchdown pass number 25 on the season. And the Wildcat lead goes to 39-13. On the 29-yard pass for the touchdown, and Weymouth used 4 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock to get down the field. And overcame a holding penalty in the process. As they go, 72 yards. And McLevich bounces one in for the 2 points. 7:24 to go, third period. Weymouth 39, Norwood 13. Well, the Wildcats begin the game with a touchdown drive and begin the second half with a touchdown drive. As they go 72 yards, Cam McLevich's 4th touchdown pass of the night. And Tyler Mulcahy to kick off. Chips it. And it will be Shamir Wells, who's been pretty busy on returning kicks. And he will be brought down by Ryan LaFazia at about the 26.
Kickoff return by number 5, Samari Wells.
Well, Samari Wells, sorry about that.
Justin Williams.
Wells has been pretty busy on kickoff returns. In fact, except for the touchback, he has returned all of the Norwood kickoffs. So the Mustangs start at their 26. As Tommy Monroe, who faced a lot of pressure in the first half, gives on the fly sweep as it will not get much. And Samari Wells got cut down for a loss of 1.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 5-yard line.
Jared Stokes, the play. 2nd and 11 coming up. Norwood, considered a very physical football team. And a bang with the best of them as 2nd and 11, Monroe on the handoff. Andrew Alty gets an open seam to run up the near side, and Alty gets bumped out at the 40 and a first down. Alty, who's had a good day running the football, run down at the 41 by David Harrison.
Plays good for a Norwood first down. That'll bring up 1st and 10.
Well, the Mustangs
at their own 41-yard line.
2 touchdowns have been on the ground on 2 good long runs. Alty had a 35-yard run. Stokes had a 15-yard run, but a Tommy Monroe run kept that drive alive. As Alty is running pretty hard, gets it out to the 45 for 4. As John Hatchin and Alex Casey bring him down.
They carry good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
At their own 45-yard line.
Now the Wildcats in their first possession of the second half ran the ball well, passed when they needed to, and got the touchdown. as it's going to be Alty, James Lamore on top of him, Steve Bransfield, as well as
Carried by
Alex
number
Casey.
28,
He'll be
Dennis
short of a
Stokes.
first down,
Brought down the play by number 47, Alex
as he
Casey.
will be brought down at the
Very
49,
good for a
setting up
gain of
3rd
2
and
yards. That'll
2.
bring up 3rd and 2, Norwood at their own 49-yard line.
Tommy Monroe. Definitely the biggest quarterback as far as the Bay State Conference goes. In fact, you watched him when you get out there for the coin toss. He's a basketball forward, and he is also getting first down yardage as Drew Wadman gets help from Steve Bransfield to bring him down. But I was looking at him next to Cam McClevich, and he towered over McClevich. McClevich is 6'1".
Monroe, brought down by a gang of Weymouth tacklers.
1st and 10, Mustangs and Weymouth
down.
territory at the 47.
Norwood at the Weymouth 47
One thing the Wildcats have done as far as this one goes, they have rotated the front line, kept bodies fresh. And with Tommy Monroe, you got to, because he is a big, strong person. As Kenneth Stokes runs into Steve Bransfield and bowls his way to about the 43. Alex Casey also helped out, as it will be a gain of about 5 on the play.
Kenneth Stokes, good for a gain of 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Norwood at the Weymouth 42-yard line.
Well, Wildcats want to put the stop, but also don't mind if Norwood keeps it between the tackles as far as things go, because click off time. 2nd and 5. Stokes gets away from Stokes. Can't get away from Sean Wally. Kenneth Stokes got away from Jared Stokes. And Sean Wally from his cornerback position made the tackle for no gain. 3rd and 5 coming up.
43-yard line.
We'll see if Monroe will put the ball up. Instead, they go to the ground as nice play, Alex Casey and John Hatchie. Casey strung the play out, grabbed the running back, Andrew Alty, and brought him down with the help of John Hatchie. But Alex Casey did a great job and forces the loss of 2. And Andrew Alty, who is the punter, you're going to be cognizant of the fact that he might try something in Weymouth territory with his team down by plenty. And yeah, you knew this was thought of as the rugby kick, and Ozzie Colarusso just lets it go.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Cam McClevich, 4 touchdown passes in this game. He's got a touchdown run. Sean Wally's got a touchdown run. That's McClevich, and the Wildcats have it at their own 15-yard line with a first down. Sean Wally, fly sweep, trying to turn the corner, and gets about a foot, if that.
By number 11, Sean Wally. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Lonsdale Garrison makes the stop. As Wally just turning the corner for about a foot on the play. Wildcats have had success with the fly sweep at times in this game. They've also had success throwing the football. Basically, they've had success throughout the night on the offensive end. As McClevich gets the block from Fernandez, delivers to Colarusso, gets bumped, keeps his feet, dives back forward. Now the spot's the key. I'll be honest with you, I thought Colarusso dove forward, and then the Weymouth coach Kevin Mackin, who's just standing there, the head coach.
And short.
It's about a foot for the first down for the Wildcats. We'd love to keep this drive alive and kick off the final seconds of this third quarter, minute 38 and counting left. Colarusso got bumped by Alty. and was able to recover and get the first down. Near it, I should say. I thought he had it. And offsides, Norwood. McLevich gets cut down on the play by Sean Callahan, but they will run
Flag
the
down on the
play as, let's see, it should be offsides in Norwood. It is. So the Wildcats get the first down on the penalty.
Offside. Weymouth
And Weymouth
down. First and 10, Weymouth.
should be able to
At
just
their own
get rid of the
30-yard
final
line.
seconds of this third quarter. They get the only touchdown of the second half so far. It's McLevich threw a 29-yard touchdown pass to Sean Wally. Inside handoff, Darrell Fernandez. And Darrell getting good yardage.
Number 10, Darrell Fernandez.
As Darrell just
for a gain of 8 yards.
knifed his way
Number 17, Sam Anderson.
up to the 39-yard line, 38-yard line, second and two as Sam Anderson
At their own 38-yard
brought down
line.
Fernandez. Fernandez is just ducking the head, two hands around the football, and just grinding out some yardage. There's one more play left in this third quarter. Second and two for the Wildcats. McLevich fakes, finds Bailey Smith open. Caree first down in the Norwood territory as he's knocked down by Andrew Alty. You know, a nice little play as Cam McLevich stepped to the line and pulled up and threw for the first down. And the Wildcats will carry into the fourth quarter a 39-13 lead over Norwood. 3 quarters complete here at Sergeant Mullen Field. Weymouth 39, Norwood 13.
Norwood 13.
Beautiful night to watch a football game here at Sergeant Mullen Field. There's a good crowd on hand to see Weymouth put on a very dazzling offensive exhibition tonight as we get ready to start the fourth quarter and homecoming here at Weymouth High. In fact, Sean Wally, Caree Bailey Smith were in the homecoming court. Inside handoff, Fernandez. As for Darrell just wearing a lot of white shirts after what will be a 3-yard gain. Second and 7.
Gain of 2 yards.
Coming up.
Second and 8, Weymouth at the Norwood 43.
Sean Wally celebrated homecoming with a couple of touchdowns, a touchdown run and a touchdown pass reception. It's 9th pass reception for a touchdown this year. It's first on the ground, and Caree Bailey Smith got his 8th touchdown pass reception of the year. Cam McLevich, 25 touchdown passes. And we're in week 7. McLevich trying to get away from the pressure. Ozzie Colarusso gets mugged as that pass get knocked down. Third down coming up. Now Weymouth scored on 4 of its first 5 possessions. And maybe the biggest story of this game was after turning the ball over, they stopped Norwood inside their 20 on a pass interception by Caree Bailey Smith and then got a touchdown the next play. Ozzie Colarusso ducks his head down, gets to the 40, and will be short of a first down. And this will be 4th and 5.
Took for a gain of 3 yards.
As Colarusso, out of the Wildcat, has had a good night running the ball.
40-yard line.
Look at the fact that McLevich had 155 last week. Colarusso, Weymouth has shown balance as far as this one goes. And we'll see if they punt on 4th down. Don't forget they have used the rugby punt in this season. There's McLevich for Colarusso, first down and more. Ozzie's running loose in the secondary and will get it to the 13 and a first down. Weymouth needed 5 to get 27 and the first down.
On the play. That'll bring up 1st and 10, Weymouth at the Norwood 14-yard
Cam
line.
McLevich has used all 4 of his wide receivers in this game. He had one big pass to David Harrison that set up a touchdown. Harrison caught a 31-yard pass that set up a McLevich 3-yard touchdown run. As the Wildcats now will just take their time as far as running plays go, as we head to the 10-minute mark left in the game. And Weymouth comfortably right in front at the moment, 39-13. Ozzie Colarusso gets grabbed by the shirt twice. Kid still gets about 3 in the play as he gets it to the 10-yard line. Lonsdale Garrison makes the stop.
Still gain on the play.
As Ozzie gets it to about the 10, 2nd and 6 for the first down, as they will need
Gain of 3 on the play.
10 for the touchdown.
At the Norwood 10-yard line.
Weymouth will be home to face Braintree, which get to play Natick in its first game on the new turf field. You know, Mike Denise over at Braintree was excited about that. Darrell Fernandez spins away from a hit, looks for the corner, dives at about the 5. He's going to be, depending upon the spot, as Darrell did a good job after getting away from the initial hit. As Stokes got a piece of him, as it'll be 3rd and 1. One thing about this second half for the Wildcats, they've had a lot of 3rd and about yard or 2 situations, and they've been able to pick them up. As they're on the far hash mark, and they were able to just whittle away the time here. That's the one thing you got to love as far as this goes. They have been able to kill clock. Cam McLevich looks for the seam, finds it, touchdown. His second one of the night.
Cam McLevich for a Weymouth touchdown. McLevich on the touchdown.
45-13, and the Wildcats look to add the extra point. Colarusso, who has had a normally dependable Ozzie Colarusso, but he had one blocked here tonight. And Colarusso knuckleballs one.
The extra point is no
misses.
Good.
The only thing Weymouth has done wrong is miss extra points on this night, as they lead by 32. Now Cam McLevich, second touchdown run of the night, and Weymouth pushed the lead to 45-13. You have to realize something. Norwood dealt Natick its only loss of the season, 18-12. It's matchups in this league. As Tyler Mulcahy, as Samari Wells finally does not return a kick. It's Andrew Alty who's looking for the far side and getting open. Justin Williams trying to track him down. Justin Williams won't track him down. It will be a touchdown return for Alty.
That kick returned by number 20, Andrew Alty.
The Wildcats had Alty bottled up and don't put him down. As Alty found the far sideline and took off. And the Mustangs going for 2. 7:53 left. Not what Weymouth wanted to have happen. You don't want to let a team back in or even have a sniff of being back in the game. Monroe, pressure. Tommy Monroe looking. He's just trying to run and find somebody to throw it to as he comes back to the near side. As Monroe brought down by Sean Wally. Tommy Monroe might have gone 70 yards east-west.
Sean Wally.
He does not get in the end zone. It's 45-19, 7:53 left. Weymouth on top. I don't think there's a question that Kenny Michael is thinking onside kick. And the Wildcats have a lot of people up and waiting on the Andrew Alty kickoff return. You know, they're going to pooch it. Fernandez grabs it at about the 15. As Darrell ducks down at the 31. 16-yard return for Darrell Fernandez.
30-yard line. That'll bring up them.
As Andrew Alty on that kickoff return. I had it for 85 yards, but did a good job in just ducking down. He's a very good running back. He came on in the second half of last year for Norwood. Had a big second half of the season. Here's McLevich, pitches back and almost pitched it by Fernandez. Darrell stays with the play, and Darrell will get first down yardage the hard way. First of all, he made a good catch on the pitch. Second of all, Darrell didn't get banged around as he got pinballed by about three different Norwood players as he gets the first down.
42-yard line.
And slowly but surely, the Wildcats will just slide some starters out. Ozzie Colarusso, I think, got banged on the play. He's going to take a break. But if this drive just materializes the way some of the other drives have, you could probably see the Wildcats slide some new players in. There's Tyler O'Brien trying to turn the corner, and he's got great speed. Flag down. And a flag will bring the play back.
And number 31, Tyler O'Brien.
Tyler O'Brien, and I hate this at times with official.
Weymouth.
I absolutely hate this at times. Tyler O'Brien was 10 yards upfield, and the flag was then thrown. And it had nothing to do with the run. The play was way away. And the hold on Weymouth. So Tyler O'Brien, it appeared that he had about 18 on the run, ends up getting it wiped out on the hold. I'll come back the other way with it. Tyler O'Brien dips the shoulder down. Tyler then squeezes out the yards lost on the holding penalty as he gets it back out to the 43.
Carried by number 31, Tyler O'Brien. Brought out of bounds by number
Matt
21,
Roy.
Joe Sevatone.
And junior defensive tackle made the
second
stop.
And 8. Correction, second and 12. Weymouth.
Well, Tyler O'Brien getting the yards lost and the penalty back.
At their own 42-yard line.
Clock stopped. They said Bryan went out of bounds. 6:22 left. And Weymouth, 2 possessions in the second half, scored on both of them after scoring on 5 of their 8 possessions in the first half. Darrell Fernandez trying to hit the corner, and Darrell puts his head down and gets it out to about the 45 for about.
Brought down the play by number 5.
Give it to him about the
Shamari
44
Wells.
As Wells makes the stop.
Good
3rd and 8.
Yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Weymouth.
Wildcats will keep it on the ground.
44-yard line.
They will take their time in running the play. Why not? They have a 26-point lead in this one. Fernandez ducks the head down, gets it out to the 49. It'll be 4th and 4 coming up. This time I think you're going to see Cam McLevich punt.
58.
As Matt Roy gets the tackle.
Matt Morrison. That carry good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up a 4th and 5.
Kevin Mackin will take some time and let this clock get to the 5-minute mark before he hits Cam McLevich. Kick the football away if he does. And you're going to see timeout Weymouth coming up. Well, crowd in the end zones had a little bit of fun watching this one. There's Weymouth, 4th and 4 as far as this one goes. As Fernandez and McLevich look on. Cam will boot it away. And David Harrison grabs it at the 18-yard line.
That'll be a 1st and 10 Norwood.
Looking for a key point in this game. You go back to the second period. Weymouth had just turned the football over on a fumble that Pat Foley of Norwood recovered. And the Mustangs headed at the Weymouth 33, and yet had a chance to get it into the end zone, but Weymouth pressure from the front line just did the job and slowing down Norwood. Corey Bailey-Smith came up with a pass interception, and the first play after the Bailey-Smith interception, he caught, Corey did, a 66-yard touchdown pass from Cam McLevich, put it to 19-7, and Weymouth has just slowly pushed the lead up since. Mustang timeout. Now the Mustangs, TJ George taking over at quarterback as Tommy Monroe ran the ball well. Actually, it's not. It was George came out as Steve Bransfield, still in the game, makes the stop on on the handoff by John Nardelli. As
Carried by number 25.
the Mustangs get a yard on the play. As Jason Matavu got a run, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Tomby.
Wildcats,
32.
Keedy Tomby
Tyler
out there,
O'Brien.
James Lamore, as well as Joey Greco. Wildcats just have been able to put a new, fresh group of players out there. Don't forget one thing, too. These guys got to go into the JV game the following day as Manfu gets it out to the 32 and gets the first down.
Carried by number 30, Mike Brittain.
As
For
Norwood,
first down. Brought down the play by
3:40
number
left.
50,
Wildcats will be
Henry.
5-2 after tonight.
That carry good for a first down. Bring up 1st and 10 Norwood at their own 32-yard line.
One thing that they wanted to do tonight was take care of the football. 1 turnover. As far as losing losing on a fumble, they did turn it over on downs once. As the middle of the line just colliding right there with the running back for Norwood, Manfu.
Carried by number 25, Jason Mottevel. Good for a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 Norwood.
Could put
at
Steve
their own
Bransfield. You could put
33-yard line.
Eric Murphy. You put everybody who's out there in a maroon gold shirt. They all were there to make the stop. There's Cody Sullivan also there, and he got a chance to make a stop. 2nd and 9 with 2:33 left. The Mustangs content. This is, see what they can do with the reserves. As Justin Williams makes a nice play from behind and gets the ball carrier.
Carried by number 30,
As
Mike Brittain.
Jake Ryan.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8
Check it.
Norwood at their own 34-yard line.
Mike Butane getting back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Mustangs. And you go, as I said, you go back to that segment of time in the first period. The Wildcats turned a 13-7 situation with the ball almost on their doorstep and made the play as James Bradley makes a nice play.
Carried by number 39, Jake Ryan.
Jake Ryan tried to bounce it outside and couldn't.
James Bradley.
James Bradley, sophomore linebacker, makes the stop.
4th and 14.
1:33 and counting left. And Alex Alty does not have a backup punter as he will kick it away. Alty 2 touchdowns in this game. And the Wildcats go after it as a 2-yard return by Christian Callahan.
2-yard line.
You look back, Norwood, even though Natick is a better team from when they played Norwood, you look back at the fact that Norwood only allowed 12 points to Natick. Beat them 18-12. Natick has been in games like that. Tonight, the Weymouth offense just rolled them over as Kyle Wagner takes over at quarterback. And It is going to be Brian
Number
Balonis.
25, Brian Balonis. Good for a gain
Balonis?
of 8 yards. Coming up 2nd and 2.
Who
Weymouth at the 50-yard line.
had a pass interception last week in the game against Natick. Brian Balonis and company will be getting ready to celebrate in 48 seconds. Victory number 5 officially. Cam McLevich, 4 touchdown passes in this one. He ran for 2. Sean Wally ran for another. And Weymouth just turned away Norwood when the Mustangs had a chance. As Kyle Wagner under center will be putting the knee down. That will be that. Weymouth celebrates victory number 5 on the season as the Wildcats put away the Mustangs on homecoming. Weymouth 45, Norwood 19. As Cam McLevich throws 4 touchdown passes, he's got 25 on the season. He ran for 2 more, and the Wildcats are now 5-2 on the season as they bounce back after the loss to Natick with a big win on homecoming. They get ready for Braintree. As Weymouth 45, Norwood 19 for everybody at Weymouth Community Access. Glad you joined us. Mark Ducharme giving you the final score again on 4 touchdown passes by Cam McLevich. Weymouth 45, Norwood 19. Good night from Sergeant Mullen Field. You've been watching Weymouth High Football here on Weymouth Community Access.